Hey everybody, I'm Sam Cox and I am the owner and CEO here at OpSuite.
I'm Chelsea Given. I'm the Director of Operations and Sales.
We are so excited because we had an idea this week that we would like to bring to you a 10-minute a week segment from our office just to chat a little bit about questions that our clients or agents that we work with are calling in and asking us on a weekly basis. So we are planning to come to you once a week, 10 minutes or less, and we are calling it OpSuite Office Hours. So if you have any questions or topics you'd like for us to chat about, let us know.
Yeah.
The first topic though is one that we have been getting a lot, like over the last couple of months even. I've had quite a few agents call me asking me this question. So I'm like, let's chat about it. So Chelsea.
Yeah. So let's get right into it. So our topic for today is about agents who are growing or they are trying to grow in their business and they hit this point where they're like, should I hire someone in-house or should I leverage out to a third-party operations company? So we just had an agent who was reviewing her P&L for the end of the year, and she noticed that she's spending money on marketing.
Which, love that she's reviewing her P&L, by the way.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
Just have to say, shout out to her.
Yeah, for real. So she was taking a look at her line items, marketing expenses, a part-time admin, and then using OpSuite for some other like transaction coordination, listings, etc. And she came up with a question that was, you know, if I already have all of these costs, should I just hire a full-time admin? So Sam, I'd love to hear your thoughts on how you're navigating these questions because we're getting them a lot more often right now.
Absolutely. So honestly, when it comes down to it, I get why agents have this thought process. It makes total sense because when you're looking at a line item and thinking, you know, I've paid $40,000 this year in services. I could just hire somebody in-house for that.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It looks logical, right? What they're doing though, when they're looking and comparing, is they're actually comparing a salary number to a service cost line item, and they're not actually accounting for the cost that comes with being an employer, and there's a lot to that.
So yeah, it really comes down to almost like an illusion. Like we can throw the number out there, but it's not telling the full story. So what is actually missing from that math?
Almost everything.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest, almost everything, because like $40,000 is not the cost of an employee. It's just not. That's the salary line item, but we're not taking into consideration our payroll taxes, our workers' comp insurance, which by the way is required in the state of Florida, any software, any hardware, any like office space that you might need. We're talking any compliance, any extra business insurance, onboarding time and training time. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the other piece to this is that they're not just training once either. So it's not a train once and, you know, one and done, training's good, I'm hands off. Like you are now hiring in-house. And so you're not just getting the labor, you're also getting that responsibility of being the employer, the trainer, all the things.
That is such a good point. So talk a little bit more about responsibility, like unpack that.
You're the manager.
Yeah.
You're the trainer, you're the accountability partner, you're the HR department, you're the compliance officer. I mean, you're now setting goals for this person, not just in your business. You have to review that performance constantly. I mean, weekly, if not at the very, very least monthly. You're course correcting because it's not always going to be perfect for sure. You're having to motivate them, and then honestly, sometimes you're having to let them go.
Right.
And so most agents find that they are incredible salespeople, which is why they've been so successful in their career. And they unfortunately are not very good managers.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But so one of the things that you brought up was experience. So talk about the person who is going to hire someone in-house at $40,000 versus the experience that you would receive with a third-party leverage company?
Yeah, so this is the part that agents really underestimate because they're looking just strictly at numbers. So for example, like I've been in the business over 10 years now, and I have seen hundreds, thousands of thousands and thousands of transactions.
Yeah.
And not just transactions, I've seen businesses grow from 34 transactions a year to 400 transactions a year and had my personal hand in growing that business, right? I have seen a lot. So when you're hiring somebody for $40,000 a year, you're really bringing in and let's say it's 50 maybe, right? Like I don't want to just pinpoint at 40, but when you're hiring for somebody to come in-house for the first time, it's likely going to be somebody newer to the industry,
right?
Or it's somebody that's brand new in their career and they're not used to having like this type of role. So they haven't seen all of the things that are going on. They don't know the complexities of the market. They don't know the difference between the 2022 market and the 2026 market.
Right, yeah.
They don't know the difference between 2008 and 2022. So it's just, they haven't navigated these things and it's not their fault, but that's something to expect when you're bringing on somebody brand new into your business.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the experience piece really comes into play when things are going to go wrong, because being in the industry, we know that things come up. No day can be alike, and you really need that experience to come into play when things are going right, or when things are going wrong, not necessarily right.
Absolutely. So with a third party operations team, you're not just paying for somebody. You're paying for somebody who knows what they're doing. They're constantly trained. They're constantly managed. We have the benefits to keep them happy, right? Like, so we're taking on all of the employer pieces for you, and you're getting somebody who has seen hundreds and thousands of transactions.
Yeah.
Last year alone, we had over 1,000 transactions run through OpSuite.
Yeah.
And that's, again, just last year. Like, so we've seen a lot. We talk about this at our weekly meeting, at our brainstorm bunch, and talk about the issues that we're seeing. But you're paying for, when you're hiring somebody in-house at a lower salary between 40, 50, you are paying for potential. Whereas when you're hiring a third party source that knows what they're doing, you're hiring for pattern recognition, for repetition, for somebody who knows what they're doing.
So good. So one thing I want to bring up is taking time off. This is really important for agents. If it's not already in your business plan, you're going to have to put it in for this year that you are going to take some time off. Agents come into the business, they want freedom, they want space, they want time away. How does hiring in-house actually hinder the ability to take time off as an agent?
Yeah, employees require a leader.
Yeah.
Period. Like, so if you have somebody on payroll, or even if they're, not on payroll, they're 1099, but they are your assistant, they require you to be there as a leader, to paint the vision for them, to let them know they're doing things right or wrong. Yeah. So yes, you can take time off and go on vacation, but like, your business is likely not going to be able to run without you unless you've hired another leader in your business. So you can't expect to hire somebody, here in January, train them for 30 days and be like, all right, busy season's coming up in March, like they better be ready to go. Like, we're looking at a 30, 60, 90-day transition period.
Right.
And they should be able to do their job at that point, right? But then after that, there is constant course correction and leadership.
Yeah. So outsourcing actually creates more freedom.
It does. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No question. So, Chelsea,
yes.
I wanted to touch on something because we mentioned this earlier today, and it's taking time off.
Yeah.
Something that I found over this holiday break was I actually took like 2 weeks off. I know you took some time off too.
Yeah.
I was like really, really off. Like I wasn't like half in, half out. And when I came back on, what was it, the 5th? I was so energized and so rejuvenated. And this has nothing to do with our topic, but I just wanted to say how important it is to actually take time off and then like really be off and allow your cup to be filled. Yeah. That's it.
I did too. And I think it's unusual for a company that is newer and scaling and has all of these things to like all of these things going on to be like, you know what, everyone take some time off all at the same time.
Oh yeah.
And we all did that, but it was with intentionality, because we knew that we had so much growth and so much momentum moving into this next year, and our team deserved that break. We matched the market, that it was slowing down. We matched it because we knew that we were putting ourselves into a position of consistency moving forward, where it might not be the same. We have seen the fruits of our labor of actually taking a break and not being half in, half out. It has hindered so much of us personally and our cup when we do take that half time. Yeah. When you're half in, half out, it just causes destruction all over. Yeah. And it really doesn't help. So to be able to just step out of the business and know that it's being handled is priceless.
It is. And I have been really like, hire a third party, you know? Yeah. And of course I want people to hire us. Like that's the goal. I also though want people to do what's right for their business, and hiring in-house might be the right thing to do. Right. So, I mean, I personally have 7 employees. Like I obviously believe in hiring in-house support. With that said, it just depends on what your goals for that are. Yeah. So if your goal is to scale your business, you can still scale your business with a third party. I think that with a third party team though, you're able to press the gas and then press the brake. Yeah. And then you're able to scale up and scale down. You know, if you want to do a few transactions in-house, or if you want to do bookkeeping in-house, like that's okay. And you're able to save some money if the market starts to shift. And we don't know what's going to happen with the market. Yeah. And so that's the beauty of having a third party as well, because, you know, if you need to save dollars, you're able to do that, and you're not having to pay payroll even when you have no closings, which is scary. So I'll let you get back to it. Sorry, I just kind of took us off track. But.
No, you are good. I think that's kind of the point, right? That we can just kind of chat and people can come in and see how our minds are working and the benefits and, you know, what we're seeing with all the agents that we work with. So, okay, so let's bring it into our summary. If we had to summarize for an agent who is thinking of, oh my gosh, what is my next step? Do I have to hire in-house? Should I leverage out to OpSuite? Or to someone else? Like, what do I do? Tie this up in a big bow. Like, what would you say to this agent who is going to call you with this question?
So I would say that hiring in-house is not wrong. In fact, it is right a lot of the time. What I would say is that we need to compare the dollars that of the salary to how much time and energy and effort and dollars you're having to actually spend bringing that employee on board. Yeah. We also need to compare your client experience that you're giving now to the client experience that you'll have when you have that employee. You need to compare the amount of knowledge this employee is going to have to the amount of knowledge that your current, you know, partner has. Right. And where is the give and where's the take? I mean, it's if you have the time and you have the energy, and most importantly, you have the consistency to be able to continuously train and lead somebody, then it's time to hire in-house. If you fly by the seat of your pants, you're here, there, everywhere, bing, 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 and you can't answer texts, you know, or calls within a few hours, then it's likely you probably need somebody who can make those executive decisions and just keep the business running while you're not there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for answering that. And I think for any agent who is watching this, if you don't know the answer, or if you're in this situation and you're like, I don't know what to do, that's what we're especially here for, is to help you navigate how to get your business to the next level, to allow for growth, sustainability, but doing it in the way that really matches your business. So if you do feel like you're at this crossroads where you need help, just make sure to reach out to us, and we will definitely be able to walk you through what your next step is.
Absolutely. And I know you were trying to wrap it up, but I have one more thing to say. And honestly, this is why we've created our memberships. Yeah. So we found that agents are having this struggle between, I want to hire you guys for all the things, and I want to hire in-house. I don't know what's right. And so we've created these memberships to be able to showcase, like, or not showcase, but to be able to bring in-house like the things that you need: bookkeeping, financial conversations, budgeting, KPI tracking, so much out, like not including transaction and listings and all of that keep the business running, right? And so I think the memberships, that's really going to help if somebody's like not ready to bring on an employee, but they are ready to level up their business. That's where the memberships are going to come into play.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
All
Thanks
right.
everybody for tuning in to our first session. We are so excited and we'll see you next time.
Bye.